Hey everybody, this is Lord Magicus, and this week we're playing Mono Blue Merfolk in Modern. Alright, so it's been a while since we played Modern, but you know what? Modern is crazy right now. They banned a bajillion cards from it, and now there's like a ton of different unique decks that haven't been seen in the format for forever. Things are all over the place, so we have no idea what to expect. So, with that in mind, we're just going to play a mono blue list that has a bunch of the new cards in it just because, you know, they're fun to try out and we'll see if we like them or not. So I'm going to put 2 Mystic Reflections in this deck so people know that this can be a combo with Master Waves. It can be a little bit hard sometimes to get it online, but the upside is if you ever actually do it, you will just basically just win the game on the spot. Yeah, you could like Violin Master at the end of turn, respond to the trigger with Reflection, make a bajillion guys, and like, yeah, they're just gonna die. They're gonna take like 1,000,000 damage. Also, this card is good against like Planeswalkers. You know, if they play like Jace, you can just decide, you know what, I'd rather that Jace not be a Jace. Just cast Mystic Reflection and turn it into like a Lord of Atlantis or something. Totally fine. Other than that, I mean, you can use it on certain creatures too. There's some creatures like, you know, maybe Primeval Titan, you can use it against. It would actually be pretty good. So yeah, we'll have to see. I don't know, like, this card is maybe too cute sometimes, but I think it's playable enough where like in the counter spell mode it's good. Yeah, we can find enough use for it where I think we can play 2 copies and see if it's fun. I think it'll be fun. So other than that, standard mono blue shell. 12 basic islands. I think that's the right number. There's enough Blood Moon out there that you probably want them. I like playing with the Oboro and the Minamo. You don't need them. But we also have Glasspool Mimic here, so we're actually playing 21 real lands. I think that's fine. We also have enough lands that can dodge something like Choke if somebody decides to whip that out, because, you know, like I said, it's the Wild West right now, so you never know. So, sideboard, we're going to play Bind the Monster. This card's really good against the Prowess deck. We already have Master in our deck, which is good against Prowess. We have to live long enough for it to matter, but I think games 2 and 3, the Bind the Monster can definitely help us get there. This card's very good against Prowess. It sort of fills the same role as Chalice does. It makes their 1-drops really, really bad. So, Chalice is good on like turn 2 onwards. But sometimes they'll have like a braid or something for it, and then they'll just unload their hand. Bind the Monster just turns off one of their creatures in like turn 1 immediately. Especially when you're on the draw. They play like a Soul Scar Mage or something, and you bind it. It's great. Otherwise, we have Deprive, so we have some extra counter spells to bring in against control decks. Relic and Pithing Needle. I think these cards are fine. And we're also going to try Ravenform. So like this is a slot that could be Dismember, but Ravenform is also a card that deals with Ensnaring Bridge as well as like any other creatures that are an issue. So yeah, it can get rid of like Primeval Titan, assuming you don't die the turn it comes into play. I don't know if we play that against that deck, but like it's good against Death Shadow. You know, it doesn't matter how big Shadow is or how big Scourge is. Ravenform can just exile it and give them a 1/1 flying instead of like a 7/7 or an 8/8. Sounds good to me. Same thing, Bind the Monster is probably good against those decks too, but there's a lot of utility in Ravenform, so we'll have to see. I think this card will be okay. And we might even get to have some interesting situations where maybe we'll bluff Ravenform and Mystic's Reflection, because you never know which one's going to be foretold. Maybe we'll side this out and bring this in some matches, so they'll think we have this going on and they won't be prepared for this, so who knows. Well, with that in mind, anything can happen in Modern. Merfolk is usually not at its best when the field is ridiculously wide like it is at the moment. So we'll have to see how we fare in here, but this will be interesting. We should see some interesting stuff, so I will be back in just a second. Okay, so here we go. We are on the draw. Opponent has mulliganed to 6. Sounds okay. We'll keep it. It's not perfect by any means, but I would prefer a few more threats. We'll have to see how this goes. Fire Bluff. Okay, so probably means Prowess. I mean, I guess it could be Storm too. That's less than ideal. Well, part of the problem is if this Lord of Atlantis dies, we are in a lot of trouble. But I don't have anything else to play right now, so I have to just play it and hope that somehow it lives. Because these Glasspools, we just drew lands, basically. Yeah, like, this is not helping. Play like, oh, that's bad. I think this means we're dead. We have nothing going on. We're never gonna stick a creature through this. Well, we gotta try. Yeah, that's bad. Bolt. We're like very close to concede territory. We're going to 12. We still have nothing in play. I don't even have like Harbingers or anything to block. Yeah, I think we're dead. We're getting attacked for, what is this going to be? 5 because of the lava dart. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can't come back here. We're screwed. So I want Bind the Monster for sure. Benthic Biomancer is really bad, and actually, this is a matchup where I think Spreading Seas is pretty bad. Mystic Reflection is pretty bad. Ravenform could be okay. Maybe better than Benthic Biomancer. We'll keep Force of Negation. I think that card's fine here. I don't know. We were kind of threat light, and we definitely like had trouble drawing more. I could have mulliganed, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I was supposed to. I was looking at like Mutavault and Lord, and then like if we draw more creatures, then Mimic gets better. This looks like a real hand. I think we can keep this. Go Island Vial. Yeah, like this is about as good as we can reasonably hope for. If we draw lands too, that actually helps us because we can tick Vial up to 3 and then play Master and then copy it with Mimic. And they're on a mold of 5, so like this hand looks like it could absolutely body them, which I'd be very happy about. Yep. Alright. It's been a while since I've played with Aether Vial. Alright. I think this turn we're just going to Trickster this thing down. They had nothing. Oh, they're stuck in one land. That's also very good. Yeah, let's put the Master in play. We'll just hard cast Force. I think I'll tick up Vial too. Like, they're probably screwed. Okay, that's not really doing anything. Interesting. So, does this mean you have, like, Gut Shot or something? Or like, why would you attack like this? I don't know. I don't think we need to risk it. I think we're winning this anyway, so let's just not, because I don't want that to become a 2-3 and then we die. So we'll tick this up. Yeah, let's do this now. Like, this has to be just good for us, because we have them next turn. And even if we didn't have Master, I don't think it would matter. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just going to Force of Negation any, like, burn spell, because we already have Lethal in play. Will they play, like, Lava Dart? I'll Force of Negate that. There's no fucking way they're dealing 18 damage this turn. Put a card in the bottom so they're in trouble. Okay. This is not helping you. They're looking for, like, a bolt for this thing. But we've just got this game. Yeah, okay. They just attacked, hoped that we would block, and then that would be it. But no such luck this time. Okay. Alright, well, we just need to do that again. See, look at how much better this was when we kept, like, a hand that did things. Didn't even need the Master. So, like, we had a really bad hand, and they had a really bad hand, so it's coming down to game 3. Alright. No, I think our bad hand was our own fault. This hand looks great. Let's keep this. Because we have bind for any creature they play in turn 1. Okay, deal. No, thank you, sir. And we might even Ravenform something later. That would be neat. So let's just hope they don't have like more creatures, because creatures are like the hardest thing for us to beat. I mean, I guess with a Ravenform, like a 1/1 wouldn't be that bad. We just want to stick Lords. Fuck. I really want to play this Vial, but I don't actually know if I can right now. I think... So what's going to happen if I just play, like, Aether Vial? So tick up... I mean, I kind of need it, like... If I play a creature, they're, like, 100% just going to bolt the creature. Alright. I have to play the Vial and hope that it lives. And then maybe if they, like, invest into this thing, we'll just Ravenform it. Maybe just play Merrow Reejerey or a Lord or something. Depends how many... If this gets big enough, then I may want to just, you know, if I draw a land, cast this. Otherwise, like, we have to play a creature next turn then. But sure. They're going to go all in on this thing, I think. Which means we're going to take a bit of damage this turn, but we're just going to hope that we can stabilize and race. Okay, that's the thing that we probably have to Ravenform. Because if we don't, that will kill us. Alright. Ugh, that's terrible. So we're going to take a bajillion damage next turn no matter what we do, huh? Playing this Vial doesn't do anything. I think we need to play a Lord just to keep the bolts away from our face. And then next turn, at least I can play another Lord off the Vial and maybe deal with one of these things, but seems like that could be an issue. Oh, what's going on? I think we're fucked. They have 3 creatures, and yeah, we're getting screwed on our mana a little bit. Which means we're at least going to 8. And we could very easily just die. We don't have anything to deal with these flying creatures either. Bolt. Oh, they're just going to kill me. We're at 12 and they have 9 in play. One more bolt just wins. I am sure that they have it. All right. That's 11. Vapor Snag will do it. Yeah, alright. We lose. So rough. They had like a really good hand in game 3. And like our hand was just like middling, so I think that our biggest mistake was just like not mulliganing in the first match or the first game, so it's been too long since I've been playing Merfolk in Modern, so I have to like get back in the swing of this. So that was probably my fault. Maybe if we did better in game 1, we could have a better shot here, but this was just rough. There's like not really anything we could do with the cards that we had for game 3, so it is what it is. We'll move on and see what the rest of this is going to look like. So please give us a thumbs up, and I will see you again tomorrow.